Police say they have arrested Vance Boelter. That happened last night, the culmination of a massive two-day manhunt, the largest in the state history. Boelter is suspected of shooting and killing a state Democratic lawmaker, Melissa Hortman, and her husband, Mark. Police also suspect Boelter shot and wounded Democratic State Senator John Hoffman and his wife, Yvette. They are now both awake, but still in hospital. Minnesota Governor Tim Walz has described the shootings as politically motivated assassinations.
You can see behind me what is a growing memorial to the victims here. We've already early this morning, well before we saw any sunlight, seen people coming by paying their respects, obviously moved by what's happened. We are learning more about the massive manhunt, the largest in the history of this state. A team of officers and federal agents stalking the suspect through the woods and waiting until nightfall, using drones, using a chopper overhead to identify where the suspect was, really tightening a circle, a perimeter around him, and then just after nightfall, commanding him to surrender. He did. He crawled to officers on the ground. He was armed at the time of his arrest, but there was no confrontation. We are told that FBI agents were the first, according to Governor Tim Walz, to put their hands on him, and that it was state police who handcuffed him and took him into custody. This suspect, Vance Boelter, is 57 years old. He lived not far from where he was captured, which is about 50 miles or so outside of Minneapolis, a very rural area with woods, with fields, streams, and so that's what these agents and officers were working through as they began their manhunt and closed everything down with the arrest last night. He is in custody right now. We have been told that Boelter will be in court later this afternoon. He currently faces a multitude of charges, including second-degree murder, 2 counts, and attempted second-degree murder, 2 counts of that. We expect to see those go to first degree, and we are told that federal prosecutors are looking at this case as well, and he could be charged eventually with federal crimes, including perhaps terrorism. So a lot to unfold with all of that. Agents say that they're continuing in earnest their investigation, gathering all the evidence they can, starting to put together motives and exactly what happened, how all of this took place for this case.